Hello everyone, how y'all doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome to another video, and more importantly, welcome to the Demoscene Report of May 2023. I went through all of the Demoscene releases that I could find from the month, all the news, all the highlights, all the different things that were released inside a party, outside a party, and I put it all together on this compact video for you to watch and keep up to date with what's been happening on the demo scene. A lot of stuff happened in the month of May, so let's try to get to it. The first things that I wanted to talk about were some demo scene related media. There are quite a few of them, so let's take a look. So first thing, Gargai released a new version of Conduit. If you don't know what Conduit is, it's a browser extension that allows you to double click a link on a demo scene portal like Puet and Demozoo, and you can click the link saying watch this production on my computer, and Conduit will download it, put it on your documents folder under the demos folder, different group names for all the stuff, and execute the demo right away for you. He added support for the Commodore 64 through csdb, through csdb.dk website. There were some bugs, he ironed them out, but it seems to be working so far, which is really cool. And then at the same time, or very similarly, KB also released the Ultimate Launcher, which is this thing that allows you to connect your computer directly to the Commodore 64, and you can put Conduit to use this launcher directly. So you can double click on CSDB now and it automatically launches on your Commodore 64 next to your computer. So very handy, and I wish I had something similar for, you know, ZX Spectrum and stuff like that, but it's really cool to see these small technologies, quality of life things to make sure that you watch the demos in the proper hardware that you're supposed to watch them on. Then we had a couple of videos released from FairLight TV, Baku's talking with the real hackers, reassembling the action replay for the Commodore 64, and also taking a look at some modems here with talking about the blue boxing techniques of old days. I found this interesting interview with Zippy, a cracker from the Atari ST scene. It's not a new release, but it's the first time that I've read it, and it was very interesting. It talks about Zippy, the cracker from the Atari ST from England and from Glasgow in particular, I believe. And it talks a lot about the local scene of Glasgow and how he got connected with LSD, with the Medway boys, and all sorts of different things. Very interesting insight into the world of the cracking, the early demo scene days. So really cool read to check out. I just randomly stumbled into it. I was trying to figure out if the Amiga Medway boys are the same group as the Atari Medway boys. It seems that they only have the founder in common, the founder person, member, and it is established that it's the same group from the Commodore 64 that migrated into the Atari, but it's still not very known if it's the same people from the Atari that were connected with the Amiga section of the Medway boys. Exactly the same group name, but it's unsure if it's the same group or a different group. And I was trying to figure out if there are any hints, and I stumbled upon this interview. If anyone knows if the Atari Medway boys are the same group as the Amiga Medway boys, or, you know, have contact with one of the people who were active back then who might know, please let me know. It would be cool to have that ironed out and edited properly at Demozoo. Moving on to other stuff. POSH BROLLY got an update, which is really cool. Good work by Evil. And if you like editing shaders on the browser, you should also check out compute.toys. WebGPU compute shaders just became available on major browsers, on Chrome mostly. And there is this little sandbox website where you can do some stuff using compute shaders instead of just the normal pixel fragment shaders that you are able to use at ShaderToy. So yeah, check it out. There are a few examples already there, and you know, do some stuff and share some stuff, and let's have computer shaders on the browsers. Then we have this nice little video summary of sessions, demo party that happened in Japan last month. They made this small after movie of 2 minutes that gives you a nice preview of what it was like at the party place. What else do we have? We have Hoffman did this live stream talking about Rose. Rose is a little size coding thing for Amiga to make tiny intros in Amiga. It was made by Blueberry, I believe, as a sort of turtle-alike engine where you can define rotation of angles, move forward, turn again, change color, that kind of stuff, some basic rules, and you can do a lot of interesting things. Hoffman did a few intros with that which were really cool, and now he was trying to pick it up again for maybe a production for Nova, I'm not sure, and he did this little stream talking about the development, and if you are interested in messing with rows, I highly recommend you checking it out. More things, XCOPY released this really cool video, Buddy on Mine. XCOPY, an Amiga tracker musician that's been releasing some stuff on the last couple of years. And then LFT did this mind-blowing reconstruction of Guitar Slinger based on the original mod instructions. So he resampled on video every single note and variation of the samples used, and he reconstructed with video. And he also explains a little bit how he did it and why he did it like this. So yeah, really cool video by LFT. He always does amazing stuff, so definitely check out this channel. What else we have? Oh, there was Doom in Teletext, which is not really Demoscene, but kind of. It looks horrible. I wouldn't play it, but you know, it runs Doom. What more can you ask for? There's also the repository available if you want to, you know, port Doom to other even more obscure platforms that haven't been Doom ported yet. You can check out the repository for that. Oh yeah, last but not least, I'm going to talk about SIGGRAPH Asia. So SIGGRAPH Asia is happening again this year, and it has been having a Demoscene section for the last two editions probably. Usually it's like a showcase, maybe doing some shader coding as well on it. I think it happened some editions, and this one in particular, they have a larger call for work, so you can do a presentation, you can do a workshop, and you can also submit some demo entries if you want. So if you're planning to go to SIGGRAPH Asia, and I'm saying planning to because it's quite expensive to go there, but if you're planning to, definitely try to submit something. It would be cool to have more Demoscene presence in these kind of big conferences about computer graphics stuff. It's great outreach and great way to get to know professionals also in the area that might be interested in the Demoscene, not quite know or haven't really had a big connection, and you might bring new blood to the Demoscene, or you know, show some of the Demoscene stuff to some of those professionals as well. So great networking, great initiative, and would love to see this happening on other big graphics related conferences happening throughout the world, not just in SIGGRAPH Asia. And I think that's it in terms of news. Yes, there is, but we have more stuff to talk about, which is out of compo releases. We also had quite a few different out of compo releases happening in May, so let's take a quick look at them. First, the outline invitation that was released by Rift just right as I was putting out last month's Demoscene report. This came out. I managed to feature it very briefly. Everything Leaks by Triad was also released. Then we had a big art pack by Mystigrees released in May as well. A lot of stuff, a lot of sci-fi things. Maybe it was because May the 4th happened this month, so Star Wars references, but some other sci-fi stuff as well, some Star Trek here. A lot of interesting things. So if you like text art, make sure to check out this pack. Quite stuff, and like a lot of variations as well, not just Ashley and Nancy, but also teletext and bitmap graphics as well, like hand-drawn stuff. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff. Check out Mystigrees pack. What else? Talking about packs, Artstate released the Party Pack number 9, filled with some Amiga goodies. Then we had the Adventures of Retrobob Hero by Pépé Productions being released for the Atari ST, an invitation for GemTos, which is happening this month. I'll talk about it early on. A couple more packs for the Amiga, Crapbox 19 and Crapbox 20 by the Electronic Knights. Then we also had the one by Impact for the CPC. Whoever uploaded this screenshot should be slapped in the face with a large trout, but you can see the video on YouTube without getting some seizures. What else? Wired Weird by Triad, a little homage to Serial Experiments Lane, which is quite cute, a small little intro. Double Double by Desire, released by Dieter to test interchanging modes on the Apple II as you go down the vertical scan lines. Mostly done, from what he said, was mostly done to serve as a benchmark for the emulator creators to test this, if it's working properly on the emulators or not. So really cool to see. And the artwork itself was not that bad. I'm very curious to see if it works on the Mister. Probably not, because other mode changing things were not working properly on the Mister, but maybe eventually someday. Hope this little intro helped make some emulators more robust. Then we had another invitation for GemTos, this time called GemTos Madness by DMCA and pépé, and I think that's it for this month. Oh no, there's also the invitation for the pre-X party, which is probably happening around now. So X party is the largest Commodore 64 party. It's happening at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month. So in a few days. Over 500 people registered to go there physically, so it promises to be one of the largest C64 demo parties of the last 5 years. So yeah, really very curious to see that. I'm trying to set up a live stream shadow party here in Portugal as well, see if a couple of seniors come up to my place to watch the competitions. And yeah, they released an invitation for the pre-X party, so they do a pre-party to the party, and this is the invitation for the pre-party. And then last but not least, Superogue released this small pack of a few 16-byte productions that he put together. Mostly interesting for tiny size coding people only. If you like really small stuff, this is something to check out. So yeah, these were the releases from May 2023 that were out of the compo, onwards to the demo parties that happened. First up, we had 68K Inside demo party happening in Finland, dedicated to all things 68K, and they had a lot of different invitations, all of them for the different platforms that have the 68K. Atari, Sinclair QL, the Atari Falcon, the Atari TT, the Neo Geo, the Atari Jaguar, Sega Mega Drive, all sorts of things. Quite a few nice little intros and demos released here. 256-byte intro. Not that many entries, but the winner at least was pretty good by gigabytes. Combined graphics compo also had some very good entries. You can see here a few of them. Combined intro compo was also pretty good. Was won by Decadence. Nightcaller got second place. Combined music compo won by Terroristi, and then the low end compo was pretty good, pretty solid entries. The winner entry, Amazing by Desire. Platoon 42 once again exploring ham technology to do things that weren't supposed to do with ham, to have multicolor on the Amiga, OCS, ECS, and multicolor, and moving things with the multicolor, which is really cool. He sampled one of my videos saying made with ham technology, and he used that as an announcement in the intro, so that was cute as well. For the Apocalypse by Electronic Knights got second place, and Forest 500 was also pretty good by Hackers. Invitation for Summer Hacked, missed the finish for the Sinclair QL, which is not very common to see, and Long Time No STE by Extreme was the last entry on the compo. Platoon 42 did a good write-up on Amazing, so you should definitely check it out as well, explaining all the technical details and why they are technically interesting. Goes through all of the different things. So if you are an Amiga coder, if you want to use ham more on your demos, do check out this write-up. This is definitely up your alley. Then we have the QBParty, and I should probably do this, showing QBParty. Yay, QBParty! Let's go to QBParty. So QBParty in Hungary, small party dedicated to mostly old school machines, but they also have some modern stuff as well. Hellmaze was one, a remote submission by 7Dump, but a couple other nice 256 bytes also released there. And Abstraction by Logiker by the Tick 80. 45 seconds fast demo was won by Aberration Creations. No screenshot, unfortunately, on Demozoo. Second place for Draftjorl by Zap. 8K intro, only intro submitted was by Tio and Tifico, was Vegas. Combined graphics was won by Commodore 64 piece. Invitation for assembly here as well. Combined music won by Los Patmoritas of PVM. The demo was won by Attractors by Tesco Gadzor de Demoparties. Which was a good, shows different attractors that exist. Lawrence attractor, all the different attractors, good simulation, some jokes about them. The presentation was alright mostly. If you like attractors, it's a funny demo to watch. Could be slightly more polished, but overall I think it's alright. Then Android 303 by Fresh Mindworks, very acid-based demo. With some technological feeling. And then The Lost Signal by Netro. Netro, always a landmark in terms of direction. Very short demo, felt like it was starting when it ended, but you know, still worth checking out. Game development compo was won by Darhas with Cat Pong. Old school demo compo won by Lights Off, Lights On by Singular Crew. Very close followed by Underrated of Lethargy and Firewire of Angel. So very close compo overall. Photo compo won by Dorka and Passi with some analog stripes. Wild demo animation won by Colored Beams by VT and Dax. And there is no screenshot here. So yeah, that is that. Moving on to another party. Oh no, there's something else I wanted to say about QBParty. DJ Demon did this usual Arcade Radio Network show featuring music from QBParty. So if you missed the music compos at QBParty, check out DJ Demon's mix of different things. He talks about all the different entries, plays his favorites. So really nice way to check out the music compos. Then we move on to Outline happening in Holland. They mostly were an offline demo party. There was no live stream. A lot of people were asking about it, but they didn't. But they did upload the videos of the competitions quite soon after the competitions happened, so you could sort of follow it online, even though it was not real time. Animation Wild Compo was won by a remake of the Juggler for this holographic screen by Limmer of the Looks of Trepan. In second place, a video by Bus Error. Recoming, you don't say recoming. He's not a newcomer. He's active in the demo scene again after like over 20 years or something like that. The American demo scene was very enthusiastic, talking on Discord about making stuff for the demo scene again, and he made this video that got second place, this little animation video, using a track from one of his latest album releases soundtrack. Tracks from one of his latest album releases. That's what I wanted to say. In third place, the Duck Guy is back, Mikhalius, this time with a Farian Experience. And then some nice stuff for Scratch as well, done by Scrabble and Yellow Player for Free Fight 2, Combo Filler by Numtech, Somobri by Rensbach. Demo was won by Fanta of Trepan, and I can't recommend this demo enough. It's a modern demo, modern technology, but has this very nice retro aesthetic feeling to it. Done very well, very cohesive, very refreshing, nice gimmick, very well done demo. The second place demo was also very good, made for the TK80, an invitation for the Nova demo party. Very fast paced, great music, great scenes, really well done invitation as well. Life's a Beach. Then Team 210 with a techno demo. And in fourth place, well, Koisaku in third place, Lines Lacking Color by Tree Drinker, doing some depth perspective effects, also available in VR apparently. In fifth place, Slipstream and the Unstoppable Hacker Bunch released Habeas Flores, doing a little bit of a remix to a Numtech's invitation from a couple of years ago, and Dinesia by Cien 112. Got sixth place, Under Audit by the Solar Group. That made a demo for the Game Boy Advance. Really cool to see demos on the Game Boy Advance again. And then a few more other entries for different competition, for different platforms. Atari ST, Spectrum, also Commodore 64, a lot of different stuff. Executable graphics 256 bytes, one with the stunning image by the light of GRZ for Linux. Sense Install got second place. It's a very cool DOS piece, and I got last place with a little TIC-80 fast-made thing doing a supernova, a Bud Light observation invitation for Nova Demo Party happening in Bud Light Satterton as well. I probably butchered that name. Executable graphics 4K also had a couple good entries, My Way or the Highway by Daria and R4, and then second place Spinning Tops by P. Malin, and Balancing Act by Observer, remaking this interesting painting with this very interesting aesthetics. Totetmat getting 4th place, it's a very technological thing as well. Oli 5th place and Peanut 6th place. Freestyle graphics won by Stigmata, one with Stigmata by Sule, and second place Last Moments by T-Drink, a great image there as well. Mega Chill Zone getting 3rd place by Micheleos. Music won by Bod, congratulations Bod. New School 128 bytes, Neon Planet by Gasman won that one. Helmut getting a 2nd place, very close, and it was a remake of one of his previous 256 bytes where he optimized half of this intro away and did this new version called Zero. Gigabytes getting 3rd place, and then WBC with something for DOS as well. New School 256 byte won by Gigabytes with Busy Bee, also second place also for Gigabytes with this very moody moving mountains, and J-Truck getting 3rd place with the Unicore blend number 256 byte. So the newcomers from early in the year from the Love Byte Christmas challenge are rocking the 256 byte compos now. Justin Boy getting some 4th place, and then Palicos in 5th. Old School won by F-Ready, or something for the Atari. Nice Atari stuff by Optimus as well, and something for the Commodore 64 by Harvey. Old School 256 bytes, Warp Core by F-Ready, really cool entry, and then some Starfield for the ZX Spectrum got 2nd place. Soft Body by Gorg of Agenda getting 3rd, and then some Apple II representing with the midline by Dieter. Old School Graphics won by Critical, great piece. Enigma 2nd place, also really good by Jade. Photo Compo won by TMA with Smoke Underwater, really nice piece. A lot of entries on the photo competition, and that's it for Outline. There were a couple other things that happened. Havoc had all the videos on his YouTube, so if you missed the compos, you can check the video of the compos here. And then there was Commander Homer made this after movie feature that showed different aspects of footage that he captured throughout Outline, which was also nice to see. Nice little party report. And DJ Damon did a similar thing that he did to QBParty. All the music compos from Outline are represented on this mix that he did for Arcade Radio. So check that out as well. And I think I'm out of Outline things, so let's move on to the next demo party that happened in May, which was Birdie. Birdie is one of the original longest lasting LAN party in Sweden. They still have a Demoscene section after all these years. A lot of LAN parties became completely eradicating their Demoscene section, but including in Sweden, but Birdie is one of the few that still has Demoscene section still going strong. They had this very useless utilities compo running gag throughout many years. This year was won by Magic Restore by Zelest. Animation video compos won by Birdie Docs, the story of the floor by B2, doing some dogs being drawn with a plotter pen. Combined graphics compo was won by Kavan, really great piece here as well. Sayanoy doing something for the Game Boy, you can barely see it here, but you have to check it out. D-Star getting 3rd place with Black Birdie 2023. The demo, I only checked the 1st place demo, Tower Rain, but I do recommend you checking out. It's it's a story-based demo, has a specific concept behind it. The artwork matches it very well. The style could be a bit more polished overall. It feels like it's missing some vocals because the lyrics are really in touch with the music. But overall, I think the demo really worked well, and I do recommend you checking it out. Tower of Rain by Usvagt Crew. Freestyle Compo was won by Wind Waker by Faxina, second place Snorkel by Xenox, and B2 with Mum You Lost Your Bike getting third place. Ollie with fourth, also nice bird picture there. Game dev competition won by Actun Volkod. Graphics floor art, I guess they have specific compo to draw on the floor or on the wall or something like that, was won by CC with Phoenix Bard Rise Again. So some Wizard Frog, some Super Mario, that's a very fat Super Mario, some Birdie Bird, this one looks pretty stylish, and Charlie and the Frog, ain't that a sexy frog? So yeah, cool to have compos that are not just, you know, the usual digital stuff. You can use the party presence and being physically at the party place to have another dimension to the competition. So this is really cool sort of competitions to have. Old School Demo Compo was won by Synox for something for the Game Boy, and the Streaming Music Compo was won by Malman. Surprise Full Demo won by Gnazen, and the Track Music Compo won by Spiff. Congratulations, Spiff. Then we had a couple other smaller parties also happening. AmiParty happening in Poland, which I screwed up things here, but I can still show it. So here, AmiParty happening in Poland. The results just came in, haven't been added to DemoZoo at all yet, but they did have Amiga executable compo won by X-Type with Tryphophobia, apparently. Very close matched up against Irepometa by Stefkos. So interesting to check those Amiga demos. Amiga Music Compo won by Dakti with Another World. Amiga Graphics Compo won by Vasil, we'll look at the water. And the Wild Compo was won by Sordan with Retondiskeo Fluorescencia, whatever that means. So yeah, you can download the productions here. Go check them out. I haven't had time to do that. I'll probably, if there's anything that really stands out, I'll probably mention it again on next month's video. Going quickly back to this, I wanted to talk about GemTos as well. That makes sense, which is a small demo party dedicated to the Atari or gathering happening in France. There's only this video released yet. There are a couple photos as well, but no productions being made available just yet. But it just happened this weekend, so it's normal that it hasn't been fully disseminated just yet. Probably next month I'll have some more information about it, but this video is a really good overview of the event, so I do recommend you checking it out. I did check it and it was pretty good. And then I'm not talking about the thing. I wanted to talk about something else, which is the PT Weekender. The PT Weekender is this event that is organized using the PT 1210. And you can see it here. The PT12, they organize a live stream with different DJs doing music entirely with the PT1210 software that allows you to play tracker music with two different Amigas and mix it together and do all the tracking using that. And they organize it for the 7th time now, and they had a good live stream of over 10 hours, almost 11 hours happening, if you catched it. And if you didn't catch it, some of the artists that played have their sets available online, and this is what I wanted to check. So set by Amiga Junglism is available, by DJ Nest, by NCD, actually 2 sets by NCD. Seagulls Retro also did a set, TO, and XCOPY and XCM. So there are a couple other DJs also that did some stuff, but these ones were the ones that I could find. So yeah, I wanted to do a shout out to PT Weekender as well for organizing that. And then the top of the month. Let's take a look real quick. Where do I have that? Here. So, top of the month, Amazing by Desire. I mentioned a very good, solid demo by Platoon 42, again, abusing the ham, and this time with very good graphics and very good sounds. So it did very cohesive work. It didn't feel as all over the place as Hamburger was. And I think that reflects a lot on how people enjoyed the demo a lot more than his previous work. Photocopalypse, also from 68K Inside. Smooth Flowing, also from 68K Inside. Fanta by Tripan, as I mentioned, very good demo. Decompress of Empty from the Sessions Demoparty 64K that happened in that was released in Japan. Forest 500 from 68K Inside. Ear Shaver music disc released last year by Shiru. Beatstream by Desire won the 256 byte compo. Hellmaze also won the 256 byte compo, but for another compo. Another Lightspeed release by Red and Darklight, which I didn't really mention very well. It was featured at Outline. It didn't place very well, but people really liked it for being a remake of an Amiga intro. I didn't particularly find it interesting. I mean, it has a Starfield, but Starfields had been seen before, and scrolling sine wave things, I guess it can be tricky to do on a Spectrum, but I think I've seen it before, so it didn't particularly impress me, but it was coherent and it was a good remake. So I guess if you know the original, it resonates a bit more with you than it did with me, and I didn't know the original. Tori, that was placed second, I think, at Sessions Executable Graphics. Life's a Beach, the invitation for Nova that I mentioned. Outline invitation from Rift. Summer Hack invitation that was released at 68K. Let's take a photo of the Wonder Sky. Second place, Executable Graphics 256 byte entry from Outline. The One by Impact out of compo release with the damn flashing. I need to change that screenshot. That's so damn annoying. Calling for Cactros by Knockcaller, My Way or the Highway by 210 and Sleigh Bells that won the executable graphics, Filler Cube by Observer that won the Sessions executable graphics competition, and Cedar from Spectrals creeping up here from revision but was added to Poet quite late, so just barely making the 1 month and a half time frame here. And for those who don't know, Cedral Spectrals was a demo made completely procedurally. All of the scenes have some procedural elements, so you can watch the demo and have numerous infinite variants of what the demo looks like. That's it for the top of the month. Let's quickly go over the last feature that we have for you today, which is talking about the upcoming demo parties. And of course, we have to talk about X. Pre-X is starting now, a small gathering of people getting ready for the X demo party pretty much. And then X Party, which promises to be one of the biggest Commodore 64 related Demoscene events of the last 5 years. Really curious to see the releases on that one. A couple of weeks later, we have a couple demo parties happening in Finland as well. ATK Loja and Vectorama happening in Finland. At Party happening in the United States in the middle of June. And at the end of June, we have Nova in the United Kingdom, the only United Kingdom demo party happening this year. I highly recommend you checking it out. And D-Crunch happening in Poland as well, which always has some good releases as well. They are typically an Amiga demo party originally, but they also have some modern Windows stuff, some Atari stuff, some Commodore 64 stuff. So really cool demo party in Poland as well. Then later in the month, Paga Data, the Goop Data replacement party, I believe, happening in Sweden, and Posadas party happening in Spain, putting Amiga on the map in Spain. Lost Party also planned to happen, but that's already in July, and there will be a lot of parties happening in July and August, as is usual on the summer years, on the summer months of the demo scene. So yeah, stay tuned for that over the next video. I think that's it from me. Thank you for tuning in for 45 minutes to listen to me ramble about the news and highlights of the demo scene from the past month that happened. And yeah, I hope you found some interesting things. All the links are on the description below. If I missed something critical, please let me know on the comments or by direct message on Discord or by email, whatever, and I'll try to feature it on next month's video. Probably have to split next month's video into 2 parts because I'm pretty much predicting there are a lot of releases coming out at XCOPY and a lot of parties happening during the summer months as well. So yeah, enjoy your Demoscene productions. Hope you had a great day. Bye bye everybody. Take care.